Hello YouTube, how you doing? This is Kevin from Keith Kevin King. Glad you could join me. I am glad. Let's talk about the daily pocket dump deconstruction. That's where I put everything on the desk that I'm filling my pockets with and we talk about it. Most of it is knives, but we talk about cigars and all kinds of stuff. Hey, before we get started, I did another video earlier today. We took a look at the new Spyderco Efficient and the entire line of Spyderco value knives. Go take a look at it. It's right here on the channel. Give it some love. Don't forget to thumb it up. If you know someone, if you're someone who wants to start collecting knives but don't have a bunch of disposable income, you're not 57 years old and have been doing, their career for a long time and you want to get started, the Spyderco value knives are just wonderful. Go watch the video. A number of people are talking about the Spyderco Efficient because it's the newest Spyderco knife that's out. It is one of the value line, but I show the entire line and talk about it. So check that out. I'm going to continue to do more Spyderco knives as we continue Spyderco Palooza. But let's talk about this pocket dump deconstruction. I just took a bunch of pictures, posted this on my Instagram just a couple of minutes ago, turned my iPhone 6s Plus from photo to video. And now it's time to do the proper pocket dump deconstruction and talk about the knives. For some reason, this microphone, I don't know what's going on with this thing. It goes great, and then I start looking at the levels, and it looks like it's kind of not peaking where it should. So hopefully you guys are hearing me well. Let's keep going. It is Sunday, January 8th, 2016. Oh, it's been a cold weekend on the east coast of the United States. Looked like it's been real snowy in the south of the United States and all over the place. It's winter. It's been winter for a while, but it's really winter. Again, Sunday, January 8th. I put down 2016 again. I don't know why I do that. I put down the date. I write down the date because the date is, I usually just check my phones for the date, or I ask, or I ask she who will not be named, or she will start talking from my Echo. And so, I always forget what the date is. It's Sunday, January 8th, 2017. Making our way through January, the first month of the year. Let's talk about this pocket dump deconstruction. By the way, we do this every single day. Every single day. As I said, I've already posted the picture on Instagram. My Instagram is at Keith Kevin King. Come join the feed. Post a bunch of pictures throughout the week, throughout the day. Love to have you a part of the Keith Kevin King Instagram feed, exactly like this YouTube channel. The watch today is my Hinderer Monaco. I have a thing for chronograph watches. I just love chronograph watches. Big cigar. On Saturday and Sunday, I do the pocket dump deconstructions later because I just laze around in my home. I just love that. Instead of running around to work in and out during the weekday, I try to cook and do all that stuff. And then towards the end of the day, I sit with something nice to drink and a good cigar and just think. I actually turn off my technology and just think. This is a wonderful Romeo y Julieta Churchill, a nice Cuban cigar. I'm going to have fun smoking that. I have some scotch. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Just some of the red scotch, blended scotch. One of my Finn Coach wallets. People always ask me, why do you still have a flask on the weekend? And especially if you spend most of the day in the house and yada, yada, yada. I do go out with friends, even if it's a brief time, especially over the weekends. But also, I think I explained it before, but I'll do it again. I'm a guy, as you get older and start really understanding yourself, I'm not saying I totally know myself, but you understand after years and a lot of experience, I have to fool myself. I just have to. And so on a weekday, the flask is there so that I can bring a little something from home that I want in my pocket if I want to take a nip after work. But even on those days, if I don't finish it before I go home, I start with what's in my flask. On the weekend, I do a flask anyway, because I want to start with the flask, then I pause. Do you want some more? 98% of the time, I bring out the glass and I get some more. Okay? Hey, when it's in the house. But it does give me pause. Nothing has ever been done wrong when someone has having some pause, and that's what this is. The coin today is a shout out to my Canadian friends. It is the Canadian Maple Leaf 1 ounce silver coin from 2007. And then let's take this off. Is it chilly where you guys are? How you doing? Some people just love the snow. I grew up in northeastern Ohio, in Youngstown, Ohio, and I'll tell you, when winter came, it was winter. I can't remember, and it probably happened, I can't remember where we closed school because of snow. It was just something you did. It snowed, get out, and do what you usually do. But man, I've lived in a lot of places in California and Phoenix, Arizona, and San Francisco, and a lot of different places in Atlanta, and a lot of other places, including, in the north. And I'll tell you, I could do without snow. Let's talk about the knives. Let's see. The pocket dump. Oh, what am I talking about? See what happens when it takes long? And I've done 2 videos. This is a 2-video day. Let's see. Here we go. My keychain knife, I always carry 3 knives, a keychain knife, a medium knife, and a large knife. And I always talk about the reasons why. People go, why? Just because I want to. I like it. I have a lot of knives and Pelican cases, and I love different combinations of knives. The keychain knife, really, it's just like having a minimalist keychain, because all I have is a silver ring and 3 keys on it. Compared to what most of you guys put on your keychain, that's nothing. And then I add a small knife. This happens to be the Serge Pachenko coin claw knife. 1-inch blade. The blade steel is 154 cm. And yeah, it's a little blade, but it's sharp. It gets what you need done. Nice tumbled titanium, all titanium. It just hides all of the snail trails and everything else. And I really love it. You can wear it as a necklace. I put it on the keychain and no one knows it's a knife. They just think it's a funky medallion that I put on my keychain. And I do use it. You can cut things with it. Small things. Small use. It is a slip joint knife. But that's cool. Just put a little pressure on the back and it does well. I love this. I have 2 of these. They're mid-tech from Serge Pachenko. I think one of the most creative custom makers around. I have 2 of them. This is my full tie. And then I have a full tie one with bronze. And that one has S35 VN steel. The medium knife, oh man. I've been carrying my my zero tolerance 04550. Is that it? 0450. I just recently got a carbon fiber zero tolerance, and then the tie as well. And they're so thin and they flip so well. The last two Pocket Dump deconstructions included those two knives, so go check them out. They are my very first ZT knives, very first zero tolerance knives, and I'm really loving them. Great EDC knives. Well, this is January, and what kicked off January last year for Spyderco, and last year, 2016, was a 40th anniversary of Spyderco knives, and it was an epic year. Well, what they did was they kicked off 2016 with a real boom. I think they kicked off, you could either say kicked off 2017 or ended 2016 with a boom, with the introduction of the Para 3, the Paramilitary 3. I know they don't call it that, but I'm going to call it that to explain what Para 3 is. It's a 3-inch paramilitary knife. You can check it out. I have a special first reaction video to it. Oh, it's fun. It's fun. This year, last year, 2016, they kicked off releasing two flippers at the exact same time. It was the Mantra and the Mantra 2. This is the Mantra 2. The Mantra 1 is exactly like this. Again, they released them at the same time. I loved it. The Mantra is just like this, except the blade is exactly like the Delica blade. The blade that is a Spyderco leaf blade. So the first one just feels, looks, is modeled after the Spyderco Delica. So if you're familiar with that, it's exactly like this knife, except this knife has a low profile blade. So it has a low profile in your pants as well. It's just a wonderful knife. Oh, I love it. CPM M4 steel, which is really nice, holds an edge grade, is really hard, but you got to take care of it. It's not a stainless steel, so it will rust on you. So you have to take care of it. You can tell that in order to achieve that low profile, and what really makes it nice is when it's closed, it has that slim profile. But in order to do that, the Spyderco hole is not functional. It's just for the branding to keep that low. Full tie, Chris Reeve frame lock, and they have a stainless steel insert on the lock bar to stop the wear down, because although this is a very light knife and a light blade, when you flip it, there's a real contact. Remember, the reason you see a lot of people going to that stainless steel insert is titanium is kind of a soft steel. So titanium against the blade steel, titanium loses and starts wearing off over time, and you get that lock starting to travel. So they put the stainless steel on it. But man, it flips like a dream. I love that they included the wire clip. Again, full tie. Look at that. Just nice see-through construction, easy to clean. I'm loving it. This is the Mantra 2. The Mantra 1 is the Delica. If I had a Delica in front of me and I'd put it side by side, this is the Delica base. And the other one with that Spyderco leaf looks exactly like a Delica. This is changed because of that thin blade. My larger knife, I'm going with the Star-Benza. I am. What's a Star-Benza? Well, Chris Reeve teams up with Wilson Tactical. You can buy them from Wilson Tactical online. It's actually Wilson Combat online. Just Google the Star-Benza. But it's part of Wilson Combat is Wilson Tactical. And they sell what you would think a Wilson Tactical would sell, knives and guns and stuff like that. They also do a bunch of other knives, but these are the famous Star-Benzas. It's a Chris Reeve Star-Benza 21, large Star-Benza 21. By the way, they have a Star-Benza that is a 25. They have a large 21, a small 21 as well. And they do the same collaboration for the Umnumzun, but it's called the Star-Tac. Star-Tac, T-A-C, because you can't call it a Star-Benza because it's an Umnumzun. I wonder if they're going to do something with the Nkosi. That would be interesting. You can tell when it's a Star-Benza because of this right here, this starburst pattern on the titanium, on both the show and the lock side. And in fact, this is the only thing that I've seen where Chris Reeve actually carries the design onto the lock bar itself. Usually you'll see just pure tie on the lock bar and the pin, whether it's an inlay or an etched or anything else. There you have the Wilson Tactical brand on the clip. It comes with a special bead that has Wilson Tactical on it. Double studs. Just a real nice knife. You get a Star-Benza, but it's a Star-Benza. It has this, and you can feel it. It gives you a little bit more grip, but it just looks cool too. Star-Benza, large 21. That's my large carry. It's a titanium day. That's what it is for the carry. There you have it. You can check out the picture on my Instagram at KeithKevinKen. Thumb it up. Let me know. Let me know that you really like the daily pocket dump deconstructions. It just keeps me going. It really does. That's why even when I've already done a video, I want to make sure that I get this pocket dump deconstruction out to you guys each and every day, because to me, it feels like I'm talking to you guys. It does. And I like showing off my stuff. Really, it's not just showing off, just talking about it. You know, this is what me and my boys do all the time. We get together, we sit down, we talk, we show stuff, we tell a bunch of lies. I just don't tell lies to you. That part we're not doing. And we laugh a lot. And I hope that on a daily basis we get to know each other a lot more. So thank you for all the love and support. Don't forget to thumb it up, share it, let people know that we do this every single day. There's a lot of combinations of a lot of knives going on here. Don't forget to also hit that subscribe button. It's important. We're moving up to 2,000 subscribers. Once we do it, I'll have a Spyderco giveaway of 2 brand new Spyderco knives, one being a Sprint Run limited edition. So you can catch the picture on Instagram at KeithKevinKen, but you know what? This is an Instagram. Oh no, it's the Keith Kevin Ken YouTube channel. And I thought about the Hinderer XM-18. The 3.5-inch Hinderer. I usually, you've seen my Skinner a whole bunch. I carried my 3-inch XM-18, I don't know, maybe a week or 2 ago. Haven't carried this one. I love the bronze, the copper studs that were included on this. This was my first Hinderer. Smooth as can be. Just loving it. Black, G10 on the show side. Of course, titanium on the lock side. S35 VN steel. That's the knife that got away. I decided to go Star-Benza instead. Just a little thinner profile. Think it goes well with the other things in my pocket. Also on Sunday, it's funny. I don't know why. I think because of the 2 holidays. Did you notice everyone was a little freaked out when Christmas is on Sunday and New Year's is on Sunday? Everyone freaks out New Year's Eve on Sunday. So everything was freaked out in my Blue Apron. I picked them all up and ate them, but I was off a little. So I go down with my big knife down to the mailroom, And they went, no, you picked that one up earlier in the week. And I was like, oh, I looked, and they were right. They were right. The next one is next Sunday. So I dropped in with the guys anyway in the mailroom because I had my military on me. It was earlier today, right before the football games started, the first one, and I figured, man, I'm here with a knife on me. Let me go back and play with them, and I did. I didn't have any mail, and I spent 30 minutes with them. You know, the knife, I think any collection, whether it's knives, coins, I don't care. If you collect G.I. Joes from back in the day, whatever you collect is just a wonderful conversation starter. You know, here's the guys in the mailroom, and now every Saturday and Sunday I bring down a big knife. No one's sitting there going, oh, someone's going to get killed or whatever. It's just guys talking about knives. And then from there, jumping off to sports or whatever else, the weather or whatever else it is. While they open up, they use my knives to open up the packages and the stab boxes. I don't carry a lot of my big knives. I have a lot of big knives and fixed blades. And so it's good to get them out of the cases and in the hands of folks who really appreciate them. They're not big knife fans. I mean, they're knife fans, but they're not big knife carriers or collectors. Of course, as time has gone on, I don't know how long we've been doing it, maybe half a year or so, people have been buying a number of knives, cased knives and others, bringing them in, and I love it. I love that they're doing that. They're starting to get into the knives, so I've done my duty. So this was the big knife. It's the military, Spyderco military, G10 scales, 4-inch blade, VG10 steel. This is a biggie, isn't it? And it has a forward choil, thank goodness. It is a big knife with that back lock. It is a wonderful knife. And in 2017, this year, they're going to update the military. A lot of the old standards are getting updated in 2017. Check out my video. I did the catalog video a little bit different than everyone else. I have a lot of the knives, so I pulled out the first versions of the knives, talking about that they're going to be updating a lot of those knives in 2017. So check out that video on this channel. There you have it. That's it. Thanks again for letting me onto your phone or your computer, into your homes. I really enjoy it. I understand that you guys are busy people and your time is very precious. Thank you very much for loaning me some of that time. I really appreciate it. Let's do this again tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day, okay? Because I'm going to be here every day with the Pocket Dump Deconstruction. You guys have a perfect day. Man, take good care of yourselves. Take good care of yourselves and then take care of your friends and family, okay? You do it better if you're doing well. Keep those pockets full. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.